Hello everyone and welcome back to Mentos Plays Our Darker Purpose, episode 17 now. We are literally at the exact point that we left off on the last episode. Plus 20 damage or minus 20 move speed and plus 2 juice box capacity. Oh. I want the extra juice boxes, but I can't take that hit to move speed. I don't feel comfortable with it. I don't feel like we've got enough move speed up to justify the move speed down. Oh god, the tornadoes. This is probably the worst damage-wise build I've ever had to deal with the gifted floors with. We do have a leader there, which is going to be a royal problem. I don't like this floor at all. There are so many giant pink balls. Stop it, please. Just die. Just die, 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 die. This room could easily end badly, but I mean, he is decently far down on health. If we can just get a couple more hits in before we die. Thank you. What do we get? Musical notes can be heard at the end of a roll. Not a game changer. Not a game changer by any means. Come on. Juice box, that is kind of a game changer. Obviously we need more than just one to be successful, but a juice box is a lot better than none, and in fact we're gonna pop it right now. That's the boss door, so don't want to go in there. I didn't do a good job of showing just how worried I was when I realized I almost walked through the boss door on the administrator's floor when I didn't mean to. I was like freaking out after I noticed what I almost did. Oh yeah, I forgot, he shoots projectiles as well. It's something that he wasn't really surviving long enough to do on our last run. Oh my god. 15% range, not very helpful. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's helpful, but comparatively, not that great. I need something that is going to be a game changer, not something that's going to slightly increase my ability to hit things from a distance. If I could find a vending machine, we would be in good shape. Yay! And we got all 4 of our juice boxes filled up from that. We might as well get move speed bonuses apply to attack range, and the terrace petting fish, and we're going to pop 1 juice box so far. Our bubbles are once again being destroyed by our shots as we fire them. So that perk is not all that useful for us. I was worried that might be the case, but wanted to make sure. Okay. So we did get the game changer we needed in the form of a vending machine. And our chances of survival are much increased now. Although we still have to deal with this jerk of a champion. Why you gotta spawn so many of these guys? Why can't they be the music note spitting guys that you're giving me champions of? Granted, that guy's being annoying too, because he could confuse me if I get hit by him. Broken mirror. Collect the broken mirror, and the roses in the same run. So this is what the mirror does, and as you can tell, that is a very, very good item. That was one of my favorites from the early access, and it is certainly still going to be one of my favorites if it is nearly as effective as it was just then on a normal basis. I mean, essentially it gives you the ability to attack in a long range. Oops, that was rather foolish. My music notes finished that one off for me. Let's just stand back here and take care of this guy before we worry about anything else. Obviously the music notes are a benefit in their own right. Now that my health is a little bit more sorted out, I am much happier to have gotten the music notes. Just get rid of these statues, because I actually remember I can do that this time. And head up. Get one of these guys. This is probably the easiest room we could ask to run into. Nothing dropped though, which is unfortunate. This is a little bit harder room. And I did in fact take a little bit of damage, which I kind of expected, to be honest with you. Then we just need to work our way up to these other set of flowers. And hopefully we can finish them off, yes, before they fire again. Okay, so the non-champion version of this guy is a lot less threatening than the champion version. And he died relatively quickly, so I won't complain on that one. Do have a couple of tokens up here, which is a couple more HP. Obviously I don't have much experience with Chapter 3 bosses. I know the bird, I know the plant dude, but I'm guessing there are more than that. Go away, tornadoes. Oh, you destroyed my cover, you jerks. Not too big of a deal, though. I do wish that our increased crit chance was playing a little bit more of a role in this run than it has been, but this room isn't too bad to deal with the tornado spawning guys on, because there are a lot of very small objects to be broken instead of just a few bigger ones. So it is easier to get into areas where it's not going to reach you. But obviously we still took some damage. We should use another juice box, another 45 HP up. I just took a lot of stupid damage there. I was going to say I want to get rid of that, and I want to use my fiery familiars. Excellent. I wonder if we had the perk where chalk clouds heal you, if the chalk clouds from the coins would heal me. I don't remember if I tested that on our chalk-based run. Damn it. I knew better than that and I still did it. Get over this way, thank you. And down we go. Oh my god. I immediately regret coming into this room. Although I did get a juice box out of it, so as long as I take less than 45 damage, although the way it's looking right now, who knows on that. Good. Let's get rid of flower number 2 before we deal with this guy. Oh, he had one hit left on him. So, we have 3 juice boxes, which we definitely took little enough damage where that was worth that room. Things are tough right now, though. We aren't in the best positions in any respect. I probably should be using another juice box, but I also have that item that lowers my damage drastically when we are low on health. Although, are we under a quarter? Yeah, we're under a quarter. Token gives me a little bit more health. 25% health would be... if I had 120 right now, this would be 20% health, 25% health as it is. So for what I've got, it's actually going to be about, what, like 62 and a quarter-ish I can be up to, and still get the damage reduction. So there is a benefit to playing a bit lower. Wow, I'm going the entirely wrong way to get back to the boss. I forgot how early we found it. Up this way, over this way, and up here, where we enter into the boss. Okay, this is a guy I have not seen, the brick pile. Let us spawn some fiery familiars as soon as we can. Of course, we do have good range, which does help as well. I mean, as much as I might complain about range at times because it's not as useful as some other things, it is certainly not a bad thing to have, and this boss is a good example of where it's helpful. Whoa. Are these going to heal him like they do to the Cauldron of Yesterdayers, I'm guessing? Go, my fiery familiars. Hit him. Hit him a lot. Thank you. This guy doesn't seem so bad, all things considered. Yes, he does get healed by the slimes, which can be a little bit difficult to take on. Let's get up near him and use our fiery familiars. We did get some hits in there. Not a huge amount of damage done by it, but we did get some hits at least. I am going to pop a juice box. Oh my god, so many of these things. But really I think the strategy is just avoid them and then kill the slimes immediately. And with Sudsy's ice tray, it pretty much wipes out the entirety of the pile when you hit one of them. Although I am taking an absurd amount of damage from the spikes that shoot out here. Let's use our fiery familiars. Good, that did kill him. The brick pile. Students punished with portions of yesterday's stew will sometimes smuggle their bowls out to the terrace, where they can discreetly pour them out onto an old brick pile. The terrace ivy has taken to the stew, and the brick pile is covered in overlapping vines. The administrators say that the loud cracks coming from the terrace are leftover fireworks from the summer merriment, but many students believe that the bricks and ivy are assembling themselves into something terrible. The enormous rectangular footprints that appear in the dirt each morning lend support to the latter theory. Defeat the brick pile without letting any slime return. We were actually rather close to getting that on our first try here. And we do actually run into a sensitive floor, which is both a blessing and a curse. And it's a blessing because we're going to kill things really, really quickly. We have decent damage, mind you. But it's a curse because we're also going to take a lot of damage. Yeah, come at me, music bro. Not afraid of you. And get rid of him. Plus 20% move speed, plus 20% attack speed. I can't pull up my character sheet, but I think my perk is that move speed applies to attack speed as well, so I think that this is literally getting the best of both worlds. No, it was an item, it was the pinwheel. No, it applies to range. So instead of attack speed up, I got more range, which is kind of disappointing to me actually. I thought that I was getting kind of the best of both worlds there, but that's right. Eat my fiery familiars. The cooldown on that is long, but if you hit with it, it is one of the best items in the game, I think. Or at least one of the best that I have ever seen pre-release or post-release in terms of use items. Oh my god. Potion. This is really like the hardest champion I think that is on these floors, is this guy right here. But we do almost have him dead. There we go. Thought that was going to happen. Another juice box. We're almost out, but if we can find a vending machine, obviously that works out well for us. Another 12% dodge. Which puts us, I think, about in line with the dodge chance we had yesterday. That's what I get for not worrying about the statues first. Go away, purple music notes. I don't want to be confused, although it does lower my damage by... You know what, I just realized I'm pretty sure that when I am confused, I am actually invincible now. I'm not entirely sure if that's how it works, or if it... I mean, I guess it probably stacks differently than I would be thinking. But damage taken when confused reduced by 75%, coupled with... where is it? Was that a perk or was that normal item? Under 25% life reduces all damage by 25%. So it's either going to reduce it by the 75%, then reduce that by 25%, which is probably what it does. Or it would stack the two percentages, in which case we would be completely immune to damage if we're under 25% health and confused, which would be probably the best combination of things possible. Apple Experiment, not a bad item, but no way am I taking it over the mirror. I apologize, Apple Experiment, you are useful, but I would rather have a very high DPS item than you. I am going to pop my last juice box. Didn't quite get the kill on that guy yet, but he should be dead soon. He actually dropped some coin, a coin. Not like coins are really at all important to us anymore at this point, but... Oh look, a chest is destroyed in a few seconds. Oh, we got there in time. What a shock. Increases light radius significantly. Will be useful for the last floor where it's always dark, but as a whole, not an item that I would really hope for. I was kind of pulling for one of the juice box capacity increasers. Oh my god. Because those also give you juice boxes. But obviously it was not in the cards at that point. Lots of bramble here. Get through that. Oh my god. Go, my fiery familiars. End them. Thank you. And of course the benefit is as soon as you leave the room, your charge time is back to 0. So if you can finish off a room very quick with them, then you can just immediately use it on the next room you want to. And that flower died quickly. I would love to get the cursed art supplies, honestly. That's one of the items I'm pulling for. Yes, go, my familiars. Go. Destroy everything in your path. Oh my god. Still not doing so hot for health. Is that the only guy in here? Oh, nope, nope. There was another one. Let's get rid of the statue. Wait for him to come back. And spam him in the face. Thank you, Juice Box. Thank you. I might as well get the ricochet shots for Juice Boxes. Pop one immediately for 50 HP. I could go fight the boss first, but I think I'm going to explore the last few rooms. Because there's not very much of the floor left to explore. I actually don't know why I didn't go to that room on the right side over there. That seems like kind of a silly misstep. Because now I have to backtrack all the way over there for one room. Well, it might be more than one room, but you know what I mean. Did I think that was the boss? Or did I just forget there was a room there? Oh my god. I immediately regret my decision. Although not so bad if I can keep myself hidden behind items for the most part. Good. That room actually went very well, but we didn't get anything out of it, so not so useful coming all the way back here. These floors are massive. No wonder Chapter 3 took me as long as Chapters 1 and 2 combined last time. Oops, that's the wrong way. And really, that music on the administrator fight was incredibly good. I wasn't able to point it out as I initially had because of the fact that obviously my original comment on it was missing due to sound issues, but before you start spawning a lot of these things, I do want to see if this is how you absorb spores. No. I heard the beeping as I was... You know, obviously I was decently well off on health when we went in there, but it was a sensitive floor, so I heard the beeping as I was trying to dodge, and was about to pop a juice box, and I got hit before I could. That was a decent run, too. Quaffable, start with 2 extra juice boxes. That's actually really useful. You know, I'm going to do 15 credits for that. I don't know if I'm going to use it right away. Might as well leave 250 for that dude. Okay, well I guess that's going to call it for this episode of Mentos Plays Our Darker Purpose. Crappy way to die, for sure. I should have survived that fight. I was prepared to survive that fight. I was about to survive that fight. I just didn't react before that next shot hit me. I kind of got caught between 2 of them, and when one hit me, I was going to get hit by the other. And there just wasn't enough time for me to hear the sound, react, and use the juice box. And obviously, given the fact that I was so low on health consistently, I was kind of trying to use the Fedora's power to decrease my damage 25% to the most of my advantage. So I was kind of sticking a little bit lower than I would have necessarily needed to for that boss fight. Regardless though, thank you guys for coming out and watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. We'll be back tomorrow, hopefully to reach Chapter 4. Last time, you know, we beat Regan, then we lost to her, and then we beat her the next time and beat Chapter 3 in the same thing. Let's do that again with the Administrator. Perfectly aligned up, keeping it steady. Either way, take care everyone, have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Later. Excuse me, later.